Hello, Malaysians. Now it's the eve to polling day tomorrow. It's 11 p.m. Perth time, 4th of May, and tomorrow is the day that we have been waiting for 60 years. Well, today I read the Malaysian Insider. Then there was no surprise to me what I read. It says that Kedah, Najib, has declared that if Barisan Nasional regains government, then Mukris Mahathir will be the next Menteri Besar of Kedah. Well, there's no surprise to me at all. I mean, I predicted this 2-3 years ago, as a matter of fact, because Mukris will be stepping up to become deputy to Mahyudin. Mahyudin then will be president, and Mukris will be his deputy. Poor Najib, Mahathir has already put out the word. If Najib doesn't do well in this coming election, Najib has to stand down. And that's an order from Mahathir. What a laugh. You Malays in Malaysia, it's really crazy, Najib is no leader. Take, for example, so many incidences that I can recount, which indicates that Najib is a weak character. For one thing, he can't stop his wife from buying that $75 million ring in New York. And for another thing, he didn't have the brain power to anticipate that murdering Altantuya will hang around his neck like a dead albatross. And there is Ibrahim Ali. Well, Ibrahim Ali was smuggled into contesting for that seat in Pasir Mas, although an UMNO candidate was named ahead of him. But then, of course, there is the order from Mahathir that Ibrahim Ali must be made candidate for Pasir Mas. I mean, there are so many incidences. Najib is no leader, absolutely not. And I don't know why you people keep hanging on to deadbeat cases like that. There are no talents in UMNO at all. They are all hardly out of school, wet behind the ears, so to speak. Well, that's it. I mean, good luck to you Malays. If you ever return the Barisan Nasional to government, you will have this Najib fella, who's got no backbone, fat like an asshole, Well, anyway, let that be as it may. But the most important message that I want to put out is to blunt the bag of dirty tricks that UMNO has cooked up. And the recent one is by mention of mentioned and stated by Dato Sri Anwar is that more than 40,000 illegal immigrant voters have been ferried into peninsular Malaysia by numerous charter flights and regular flights, Air Asia and all that, So I have already created a video on this subject, and I'm going to build on it. You see, these 40,000 people, they are not people with money. They cannot go and check into a hotel and stay overnight until voting time comes for them to go and cast their vote. Now that is not the case, because these people, most of them are illegal immigrants and barely make the ranks of street sweepers and the drain washers. They won't have money. They won't have money. So what is likely to happen is that UMNO will belay them in police depot, Jalan Gurney, or the military camps, or the immigration detention camps, all that sort of thing. So when this happens, you don't have one or two people staying in the police depot. You'll have about 10,000 maybe, or 15,000 staying in police depot, and another 10 or 15,000 staying at the military camp. And I don't think the immigration detention camp can accommodate more than, say, 500 to 1,000. So the chances are they will be housed in police depot Jalan Gurney. I can imagine that. And the military camps around Kuala Lumpur, because their target is to win back Selangor State by hook or by crook, and this is by crook. So my suggestion is this: create a traffic jam in front of Jalan Gurney if it is found out that these illegal immigrants, these fraudulent voters, are housed in police depot. In that case, all of you jam the roads to police depot, because then the buses cannot make their way out of the camps, because they will have to ferry them all the way to the voting booths. There's no point griping about it that the indelible ink is not really indelible, and that these people are illegal immigrants, illegal voters, fraudulent voters. No point griping about it, because it will be too late. When their votes are counted, and if they make up the number of votes that is required to return a VN candidate, then that's too late, because then when they come into government again, then you can forget about it. As I said, this is the last election prior to UMNO restructuring the government into one that is a dictatorship, because they know very well that if they manage to steal this particular 13th election, they won't pass through the 14th election. So it's not likely that Malaysia will see another democratic election after this one. Everybody must go out there and do your bit to frustrate all these illegal immigrant voters, these fraudulent voters brought in by UMNO and the BN, so to speak. Well, this is the last message. I'm very excited about tomorrow and hardly sleep. But all the same, if you are able to frustrate these illegal immigrants from voting, then Pakatan Rakyat is sure to romp home with a huge majority. You will easily get your 75% in Parliament in order to carry out constitutional changes. And good luck to Dato Sri Anwar, Mr. Lim Kit Siang, and Dato Sri Nik Aziz, all the three leaders of Pakatan PKR, DAP, and PAS. Good luck. And don't forget, go out in force and jam the roads leading out of these camps where they keep all these illegal immigrant pending transportation to the polling booths. Jam the roads, jam the roads. Send everyone who has voted, drive your car and make up the numbers so that you have a 10-mile traffic jam. Nobody can pass through a 10-mile traffic jam, that kind of thing I'm talking about. Well, good luck to everybody, and let's hope that we will wake up the next day on Monday and find that we have the Pakatan Rakyat as government of Malaysia. Good night.